I'm in a place called Mergellina. Seems to be just as busy as Naples as far as traffic and number of people. There's the big castle on the top of the hill, so that's kind of more or less where I am. And just one heck of an experience. Oh, just to find the train station and then getting on the train, I was lucky. There's a football match on today. It's as noisy here as it is in Naples. All the motorbikes are out. But the big ones, they like to rev up. Yeah, Mergellina. What a racket. And that's the egg castle over there with the Vesuvius behind it. Okay, that was my idea, was to go along the coast and get away from the crowds. Well, there would be a lot of crowds on Sunday, but they wouldn't be quite so noisy. But that noise you hear, well, you don't hear it now, but it starts up in a minute. Racing cars. One hell of a tremendous horsepower, of course. They go along at what, 200 miles an hour. I don't know if this is one of the ones that are racing. No, that's supposed to be a taxi there. There is a park. Oh, that's what I planned to do, is walk along the park. I ended up getting caught up in a noise fest. So I think it's about 80 degrees Fahrenheit already. So, bit of a weed patch though, this park. Hopefully as I continue down there, I might get away from the noise of the racing cars. This park could do with a little bit of maintenance. There are some shrubs here, but it's kind of basically a weed patch. I say it's Sunday, so all the Neapolitans are out with their families and going for a stroll. Lots of statues in this park. I think I'm getting away from the noise, unless they're having a bit of a break. Getting away from the noise of the racing cars. Of course, there's plenty of noise besides that. So plenty of traffic noise. This kind of long and narrow path runs alongside the busy main road. So if you want to come to Naples, come by all means if you like noise and commotion of all kinds and chaos. So let's see, I should be back in the apartment maybe, well, probably in an hour and a half's time. I'm going to take it easy. And I might call it a day. I say as the day goes on, it's going to get hotter. Behind this park is good, but it's of course ruined a bit by the heavy traffic noise, and it isn't well kept up. It's well, I guess funds are diverted into the pockets maybe of the I don't know, mafia or mafia connected people, rather than in to the actual things that actually the funds are meant for. Okay, it's quietening down a bit, so let's see, I might look for an entrance on the right and go back onto the coast there. It's going to be warm work. Okay, let's go for a bicycle ride. Yeah, that's nice. This would probably be normally a pretty busy road, I'm sure, but because of the racetrack up there somewhere. Maybe this is going to be a racetrack a bit later in the day. So I'll come at the right time. Okay, so there's a bit of a cool breeze coming off the sea here. So that's handy. There's Mergellina over there. So I don't know, maybe I walked about 3/4 of a mile so far. And this is probably maybe a little bit of a heat wave. Middle of April, 80 degrees. You've got lots of these probably, I don't know, illegal immigrants maybe, along the side of the footpath here. And they're selling sunglasses. The one guy, 10 euros, so I said goodbye to him, and the next guy, 5 euros. So I feel a lot better now with sunglasses. Gets some of that glare out of the sky. Gets rid of it. On these all these buildings on the seafront here, I think most of them are hotels. They've probably got price tags on them if you want to stay there. Okay, so I'm coming up to another noise centre. Okay, if you like noise, as I say, come here. Famous egg castle. The Normans here conquered this coastline way back when, right? And yeah, they built this castle. I think that maybe dates from a couple of hundred years later after the Normans left. They call it the Egg Castle. What's in Italian? It begins with O. I'll put it in the caption. Unfortunately, it's temporarily closed. So, but I'll just walk around, I'll walk up to it, to all the Neapolitans, and of course tourists as well, but I would say 90% locals are out for a little Sunday stroll. A massive structure, the Egg Castle. Unfortunately it is closed. There's some of these people might own villas out in Capri, and they don't probably catch the ferry. There's Vesuvius over there. Okay, so I escaped from the seafront promenade into the interior. Oh, well, just a block in. And oh, what a contrast, eh? I'm in the shade as well. All part of the Napoli walk. Some kind of a park down there. Huge palace. Not sure what one that is. If that's the Royal Palace, it's probably the Royal Palace again. I'll see what happens. I might take an easy day tomorrow and just... Well, okay. But I think I've had enough for today. Okay, so that's the traffic in Naples, and you can see the motorcycles, hundreds of them, just dodging in and out. But what I can't understand is how there are a lot more traffic accidents, including pedestrians knocked over. Okay, back to the Plebiscite Square, where I was yesterday. Events, probably this is a great place to hold events, maybe. Okay, so got a half a mile of walking maybe back to my apartment.
Ok, quindi si prepari, e qui giustamente non posso, qui no, magari dal parco lì al centro sarebbe bello, magari evitiamo questa zona qua perché nei prossimi 20 minuti meglio non...
Okay, so I see that guy there with the wings. He's a god. You gotta watch his cars drive right by you. He's Maradona, I think he is, the local football legend. There's the murals him all over Napoli. You just have to wander around a few yards in Naples and you come across all these churches tucked away, hidden away in these little squares. There's dozens of them. There's another one. That one's got a dome in. That's just a few yards away from the other one. Okay, that is a church. It looks like it's a museum. And here's another. I believe this has got some Roman brickwork in it. This tower here. It's stuck in the middle here. Doesn't seem to be serving any purpose. This is was obviously formerly a church, but now look at that. When you walk inside, they seem to be kind of like a TARDIS, Doctor Who TARDIS. Of course, one nice thing when you come into these churches, the noise factor goes down right away. I don't know what I'm looking at all. No idea what I'm looking at. But every one of these churches is somewhat different. This one doesn't seem to have so many. Well, it's got these paintings, of course, but it doesn't seem to have so many ornate fixtures. This display here seems to depict the 7 stages of the Dante's Inferno. Beatrice, I don't know what that is. I don't know what they mean. I don't know what the poetry. It was it's the most famous Italian poet. But yeah. So it looks pretty horrific. There's the fire. They're stoking up the fire there. So I don't know what they depict, but it doesn't look too inviting. Typical of the, there's hundreds of them, all splattered with graffiti, of course. I don't know if you could call this street art. Yeah. So, that's all with these kind of like cobbled stones, uneven walking. I think this is a shortcut back to that kind of like monastery. It opens at 4:30, so I arrived just before 4 and it was closed. There's another, it's not a bell tower, right? Just all over the place. I say 450 churches in Naples, and most of them are got some historical or artistic value. Bell tower again, must be 70, 80 feet high. This still seems to be closed unless there's another entrance up here. Huge doors, closed. I'll follow where these people are going. The building has going to be impressive inside. There's the bell tower, but it looks like it's closed. It's supposed to be open at 16:30. But yeah, unless I try again tomorrow. Okay, there's another timetable hidden in those trees. I didn't see it. It says it's got different times on that. Closes at 14:30, so it's been closed for some time. That's on Sunday. Alright.